What's going on, by Super Saiyan Paul here back at it once again. Today we're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super Episode 34, and I'm joined here today by
Fatal Brotherhood.
And we're going to be talking about what we saw there in the preview. Now, Goku and Piccolo have been disqualified from the tournament, and they've decided to keep it that way. Vegeta has decided to jump into the ring for retribution. However, what we saw there in the preview is that Hit may be a really good guy instead of Frost, actually, and he might be taking on Frost because Frost is cheating. It looked like he turned on his own teammates. What do you think, Sean?
Yeah, that whole twist with Frost right there, that was the greatest thing I've ever seen in Dragon Ball Super thus far. We all thought Frost was a good guy, but it turns out Frost is evil just as much as Frieza.
Yeah, every time I looked at Frost, I always couldn't really look at him as a good guy before that because of his red eyes. But for some reason, they really did have me fooled because he was playing it off really, really well. And then he just came out of nowhere and just said, basically, I do exactly what your Frieza does.
Yeah, he enjoys the act, though. Frieza enjoyed being an emperor. Frost just enjoys being a hero.
Which was very, very weird. Now, let's say he got his hands on that Dragon Ball wish. What do you think he would have wished for?
Frost?
Yeah. He was evil, so if he was secretly evil, and he would have jumped into that wish or something, or jumped before everybody
He's greedy,
else.
though. He wants to sell these lands and planets he gets. He's not like Frieza who wants to conquer the world. So I don't know what Frost's whole motive would be.
But he might have tried to steal the wish or something. He's evil. Anyway, with Hit jumping into the fight from what we saw, it looked like he's going to be the one that takes out Frost, which is weird because Vegeta has a lot of work cut out for him because Frost is still using the needles in that fight. From what I saw, there's blood pouring out, or poison or venom pouring out of his the holes on Frost's arms.
I think Frost is going to cheat the fuck out of this match. He's going to bullshit so much that Vegeta can't win. Just like that. That's why Hit intervenes.
Yeah, man, and like this toxic chemical, whatever he's using, it's really, really powerful. Like when I first saw the first episode with Goku when he got knocked out of the ring, I originally thought that it was Hit, because Hit, the way Hit looked at Goku, it looked like he casted like a genjutsu or something, or Tsukiyomi, or Amaterasu. But no, it was that little scratch he saw against Goku, and Frost played that off so well because when Frost looked at him, Frost looked confused. He's like, "Oh, now's my chance."
He's a great actor. He's a great actor.
Very, very good actor in that retrospect. But with plot twists like this, do you foresee any other plot twists coming down the line? Because now we have Frost being evil. We look like we see Hit jumping into the ring here. We actually it's 2v4 at this moment. We only have Vegeta and Monaka versus 4 of their warriors.
Paul, me and you both know there's the major twist of one character we know who is coming back. Motherfucking Gohan!
I still, now more than ever now, every episode that goes by, I still think Gohan's gonna be flying in there like last minute because, you're telling me if Frost is gonna give Vegeta a run for his money because Hit has to intervene at some point, then Vegeta's gonna have to take a significant amount of damage, and then it's between like 1.5 of a fighter because Vegeta's gonna be halfway there. Monaka's still gonna be fully powered, but we don't know how powerful he is to take on 3 of these guys left over after Frost. So you're telling me they're gonna just have to. It would
be a good introduction for Monaka. He has to fight 3 people to show how strong he is, but that's too messed up because he has to fight 3 people. I don't think he could take on 3 fighters that are supposed to be the strongest in Universe 6.
Yeah, and on top of that, they might end up taking them out just as fast as they did with Botama, which is gonna be weird.
Yeah. So that slot on that board, that is meant for someone, and that's got to be gone. They could have easily redesigned it for only 4 versus 5, but they didn't. There's a reason for that. That's what I believe. But also, did you see the preview where the cube formed around the ring? Do you think that was Frost, or do you think that was Champa and Biru saying enough of this knocking out of the ring bullshit?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
So that means that they're gonna if they really lock off the ring and the ring outs, then you're gonna have to fight to the death.
Yeah,
basically, just fight to like near death. That's all that's gonna happen. They don't want Popovich and Yamo coming in.
Oh shit, yeah. Do a stab. Go. Oh, my kidney. It hurts.
But I still feel like until they tell me or show me Gohan at the physical conference and for sure that he has no intention of coming, I still in my heart believe he's going to fly in there because they're trying to do plot twists. They're not trying to make it super straightforward. They've created some very interesting characters here. Frost is really interesting. Kaba's interesting. Hit is interesting. Botamo not so much. And Magetta?
The clank looking dude?
Yeah, he's not really that interesting at all.
He's just quiet. He's just there. We haven't even had any confrontation from him yet.
But with the fact that Piccolo was actually going to be strong enough to take on Frost, the fact that his special
that's
move-
another thing I was talking about in my own discussion video. This Universe 16 must be weak as shit.
It's either they're weak or they're actually really strong. Goku and Vegeta are holding back quite a lot, because if you do remember, Goku took on base form Frieza, golden well, when he was at the golden level. He wasn't at golden powered up, but he had the training in him still.
Yeah.
When he came back to Earth, Goku took him on in his base form. Base form.
But what I was thinking about was like how Goku could have easily beaten Frost as a Super Saiyan if he didn't cheat. That's why Frost had to cheat, because he knew he was going to lose. Piccolo was just bluffing the shit out of him the entire match, and he was barely trying. Frost had to cheat against him too. That means Piccolo was stronger than Frost. So if Piccolo was able to
maybe
get
these
up to
guys are really super weak, and the only reason they're losing right now is because everybody's playing around. But at the same time, if Vegeta looks like he's about to have a run for his money, why is it that even Vegeta's gonna have a hard time here just because of the poison? I mean, wouldn't Vegeta go all out, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan? Why is he going Super Saiyan in the preview, just regular?
I just think that maybe Vegeta does win the fight, and Frost tries to escape, and that's when Hit intervenes to murder him.
It would make sense, and I think they have to kill him, because you can't trust him around those Dragon Balls.
You can't trust him around the Dragon Balls. He's an evil, corrupt dude, and Kaba is supposed to be against that. So is Jocko. So I'm pretty sure they're not gonna let him leave.
So Vegeta has something against him. Jocko has something against him. Kaba has something against him. Hit looked like he was like, well, Chomp has something against him too, because you're a disgrace to my team. But even Hit was like, what?
But Hit was the first one to open his eyes. That was a really big indicator that either he was evil before we knew that Frost was evil, or now he's probably one of the like justest people in the world, and now he wants to kill Frost for disgracing the tournament.
It's weird, because yeah, I feel like maybe Hit was the real honorable fighter, because if he's gonna jump in and take out Frost,
yeah,
it would be weird for it to have like another plot that's like, oh, I was just using him as a pawn or something like that. You don't really know. Or
did Hit open his eye when Goku went Super Saiyan?
I don't know. I think he kept his eyes closed the entire time, but that means
maybe Hit is the MVP of the team. Maybe he is the Monaka of that team. Maybe he's just strong that he's not even surprised by this power surges that are happening.
I feel like he might just be like a similar character to Pikkon.
Oh shit, yeah, he might be.
But just a little bit more quiet and less cocky at this point in time.
We need less cocky characters, man.
It would be really cool, because, I mean, being able to detect a small-ass needle like that with just one eye open, and the minute it happened, when you had your eyes closed the entire time of the fight, it's pretty remarkable. Goku couldn't even detect that. Vegeta barely detected that, and Jocko had to get a
had to MVP that shit. He had to call it out.
So if his sensory skills are above all of theirs, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, they made Jocko very useful during this whole match.
But yeah, that shows you how far Hit is, because
even Beerus and Champa didn't see it.
Yeah,
that's weird.
But I hope they really rip off Frost's head or something, because they can't keep him living, and you can't trust him around the wishes. I don't know what's going on with the team. Like, you never know who else might turn or what's gonna happen next, because having that much of a powerful entity such as the new dragon that's going to be coming out. By the way, we have to make a discussion on what it's going to look like. Having that much power in one place, you don't know who's going to jump in and just try to steal the wish.
That's true. But for this whole Frost versus Vegeta thing, I thought that Vegeta was going to be one that gets to finally kill Frost.
Because he jumped up there and he was all cocky and everything. He's like, you stay out, Piccolo. And Piccolo's like, really?
You know how Goku got to kill Frieza both times in Universe 7?
Yeah.
This is Vegeta's turn. He gets to kill a Frieza of his own. Okay, that's his turn.
He better.
Yeah.
But I feel like Hit might steal his kill.
Hit might steal his kill.
Or he might like just do a really messed up thing and like torture him. I don't know. He looked like he was freezing the ring. Imagine he freezes Frost.
Oh, fuck.
What a way to go.
What do you think Hit's moves are? Because he had some like crystal shit coming out of his back.
I think it's a lot of psychic powers, honestly, because sensory awareness, stuff like that.
Yeah. Like, you know how like Chaozu, like how he has his abilities?
I was thinking more along the lines of okay, maybe Chaozu.
Chaozu's the only person in DBZ that I remember has psychic abilities, because he can throw rocks and shit with his mind.
Or yeah, it's something like that, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, you guys tell us what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think Hit is going to kill Frost? Vegeta is going to kill Frost? Who do you guys think is going to be the next big plot twist in the fight? And do you guys think Gohan's still coming or not?
Oh, did you see the part where Beerus and Champa were arguing right above the ring?
Yeah.
What do you think that was about?
Maybe because Hit turned and killed. Somebody's gonna turn and do something fucked up in this next episode, and maybe it's like it doesn't count or it does count. I don't know.
I thought it was because Beerus was like, why did you choose this disgraceful fighters on your team where they keep intervening with the fights and stuff?
Yeah, maybe Beerus got pissed because maybe Vegeta loses too.
Yeah, that actually seems like a very good reason for Beerus to get pissed because he's already lost, what, 3? Now
yeah, and maybe he loses Vegeta too, and then that's what caused him to seal up. If you're saying was correct, like lock off the ring outs.
Yeah,
maybe Vegeta gets ringed out too, and then they throw Monaka in there, and everybody just has to fight him within that chamber.
Yeah, because like the whole first 3 fights are all knockouts. That's probably why they would seal it up. They're getting tired of this bullshit.
Yeah, and it's like clearly Goku and Vegeta, they're holding back immensely. So maybe in order to stop that from happening, to push everybody to the limits,
Beerus would probably seal it up himself because he's like, Vegeta, don't pull a Goku, alright? Don't be like him. Just go straight to God, finish.
But he didn't go to God, he went Super Saiyan.
Oh yeah, I saw it, yeah.
So that's
he pulled a Goku. He pulled a Goku.
Anyway, tell us what you guys think in the comment section below. Make sure you guys like and favorite the video, subscribe to both of our channels. We'll see you guys next time. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. As always,
Stay tuned.
stay gold.
Peace.